Hello everyone, welcome to the classroom. Thank you for joining us as always. Today we will be discussing one of the best episodes of Avatar: The Last Airbender that no one really seems to talk about for some reason. Thank you for joining us as always. Avatar: The Last Airbender is well known as one of the best Western TV series of all time, with standout episode after standout episode. You've got Zuko alone, the Southern Raiders, the Blind Bandit, just undeniable, indisputable, incredible episodes of television. But every show has a slip up from time to time, of course, a few bad episodes, and Avatar is no different. Episodes like Nightmares and Daydreams, The Great Divide, and Imprisoned always seem to fall towards the bottom of people's lists. But with a show like The Last Airbender, a show praised almost endlessly, it can be easy to forget that even your average episodes of Avatar can be studied as bona fide TV classics. But I think that's enough intro, because folks, today we'll be taking a look at the season premiere of Season 2 of Avatar: The Last Airbender, and discussing why I think that's one of the most underrated episodes of the show's entire run. But also, if you have another episode that you think is just massively underrated, please comment it down below. I respond to every comment that isn't negative, and while you're at it, I'd really appreciate if you could like and subscribe. Thank you. Episode 1 of Book 2, The Avatar State, is just a wonderful little appetizer for the rest of the season and some aspects of the series as a whole. We all know about the big and obvious bit of foreshadowing in this episode, which is that the gang will inevitably be betrayed by the Earth Kingdom, more specifically by Long Feng and the Dai Li. They learn that Long Feng has possession of Appa. The gang moves to rescue him, but then we see Zuko. Appa is in chains, Zuko ready to capture him, but then there's someone. There's someone in the corner, in chains as well. He has fair skin and wavy blonde hair. Okay, sorry folks, I accidentally read some personal stuff that I was working on, so if we could please just, if we could move on and, yeah, it'll smut. The Avatar State does do a great job establishing that even the Earth Kingdom is not meant to be trusted, when in the last season the Water Tribe was nothing but an ally. This early betrayal raises the stakes for the rest of the series, but this episode also sets a new standard for the locations, shots, dialogue, and especially action. People tend to want to forget this, but the first season of Avatar, kinda stinky. There are still these standout episodes and moments. The Blue Spirit is probably the first truly great episode of the series, but even before this, the show only steadily increased in quality. However, the show had some pretty notable flaws early on. Sokka was not particularly likable or useful until around when he gets to kill evil Sokka.
Did Jet just die?
Oh, wait, fuck, that was later and not Sokka. And I guess that kinda implies that either Sokka wants to get with Katara or that Jet and Katara are related? I don't know. This was a bad joke from the start. I'm sorry. The plots feel episodic and samey. The action at points is a hell of a lot closer to the fabled long-lost film than to the heights of the rest of the show. Those issues had already long shifted into the background by the time Aang becomes the Koiju, but the Avatar State just raised the bar that much more. Since we are already talking about action, let's keep going. I think a great example is right here in this scene where Azula and Zuko face off for the first time in the series. The movements are quick and sharp, but not only that, they are clear and obviously threatening. Zuko is trying to attack Azula with these fire daggers, where before firebenders would just shoot large gusts of fire towards their opponent. Obviously both dangerous, sure, but there is a difference. The fire blasts from Season 1 are vague and imprecise with where exactly the threat is, and usually other characters are clear out of the way by the time it would have caused any real damage. Whereas Zuko here is right in Azula's face as she is in his. The action is tense and feels dangerous. It's much more intimate this way. And if you're having trouble understanding just why these two things feel so different, consider the fact that almost no serial killers use a gun. This much more intense and real sense of danger isn't just felt with the villains. Katara isn't just threatened by General Fong, she is fully buried in Earth. In Season 1, Team Avatar met with another dangerous earthbending ruler, and he ended up being a silly, wacky king and one of Aang's old best friends. But now, in just the first episode of Season 2, we have a madman who wants to use the Avatar like a gun to point at the Fire Lord's head, with or without his consent. This shows us right off the bat that things aren't going to be as stress-free this time around. When one of our characters is in danger, it feels like it. And the action isn't the only element which instantly received a facelift. Just a little spa humor there. Iroh and Zuko are found at a spa recovering from their sorta, maybe, treason? The cherry blossoms, the pink-hued architecture, the robes are all just so gorgeous, so pretty that I'm actually kinda pissed that we don't see this place again. The spa and the almost as impressive earthen military architecture provide beautiful backdrops, but now I want to talk about the real reason why I think this episode deserves some real credit. Oh, it's good. I couldn't find a spa, but, I really needed this. In this episode, both Aang and Zuko are met with a seemingly easy solution to their deepest desires from Season 1. Zuko is offered to return home. No avatar needed, just his father's respect and a big, warm, fascist hug waiting for him. Aang is told that he can end this war now. He can just go glow stick mode on the Fire Lord, walk up to his doorstep, give him the old Koiju 1-2, and that's that. Aang hesitates, worrying about his lack of control, whereas Zuko is elated to return home, ready to be back in the Fire Nation good graces. But of course, they are both betrayed shortly thereafter, but most people put the significance of this betrayal solely on the Aang and gang side of it, but the entire season is about betrayal. Ironic for the book named after the most steady and stable of all the elements. Not only does Team Avatar get betrayed by the Earth Kingdom, but Zuko betrays Iroh, taking back the honor that was used like a carrot on a stick, and not just by his father, but by his own sister. He betrays Katara as well, a decision which will have consequences well into Season 3, and it's not just Zuko and Aang or even the gang. When Azula and her girl gang go undercover in Ba Sing Se as the Kyoshi warriors, they very quickly betray not just the only valid king in the world, my king, the Earth King, but she also betrayed Bosco. How fucking dare she? And folks, in an absolutely ruthless back-to-back move, Azula then betrays Long Feng as well. Really love to see that hustle out there. Keep it up, Rookie of the Year. And not only does this episode set up one of the biggest twists in the show's history, and not only does it also set up every other betrayal in Season 2, but they fucking did it again in Season 3. When Season 3 opens and Aang has to cope with the fact that he wasn't there to help again, he makes a rash, reckless choice that puts the whole war effort in jeopardy. Aang goes after the Fire Lord on his own, ready to take him on, full of righteous rage at the oppressive force which is still cutting a swath through the world 100 years after Aang wasn't able to help the first time. But this rage is mixed with self-loathing. He is forced to stop. He gets no fight with the Fire Lord that day and must wait for the right time. And then on the day of Black Sun, Aang is once again angry and ready to face the Fire Lord on his own, but there is no fight. Once again, Aang is all alone, unable to do his duty as the Avatar. But this time, Ozai is the one missing, not himself. It's then at the end of the season that lesson is finally cemented, as Aang must face the Fire Lord not out of anger, but with a sense of calm justice. He doesn't go to the Fire Lord, he waits for the Fire Lord to come to him. And if we really want to tie not just Seasons 2 and 3 up into themselves, but tie them together even more so, Aang's reluctance to enter the Avatar state could be seen as foreshadowing for his conflict over whether or not to kill the Fire Lord. And when he makes the choice to spare him, he abandons the Avatar state. Avatar is an incredibly fun series to rewatch because of how well plotted out it is. You can find examples like this dotted throughout the show, But if you want to hear more of my thoughts on Avatar, you can go check them out on Pre-Recorded Livestream on Casual Classroom Podcast. That is my second channel. This is my first channel. Welcome. But thank you so much for watching as always, y'all. That is the video for this week, however. But once again, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you again next time. Bye, everyone. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching that video, and as always, if you made it to this point, a special double thank you to you. What I have to show off for my collection this week is pretty cool and unique to me, which I want to make these more. This is a couple issues of Uncanny X-Men with a variant cover that I got with my Blu-ray of X-Men Days of Future Past. I would say that I could sell this to one of my beautiful, lovely fans to make some extra money, but unfortunately this is a Marvel Custom Edition, not for resale. Not only would I go to prison for life if I sold this, but I'd also instantly go to hell also for life. But anyways, quick little life update stuff. Thank you for watching the video, but that's not what I meant to say. I meant to say sorry that there have not been more videos. I just moved into this new place and I just got internet set up back again. So things are returning to normal. Thank you so much for watching. Wow, I've flubbed a lot of these. It's really hard to do this when you come back. You mess it up a lot at first. So this has been really frustrating. So I think I'm gonna get going, but thank you so much for watching that video as always, y'all. There will be a podcast out on Wednesday over on Casual Classroom Podcast. But yeah, we should have another video here next week. So thank you so much. I'll see you then. Bye.